Hi! Are you excited? I'm excited. In today's video, we are finally talking about how to grow your hair longer, faster, like faster. My hair may not look long to you. You know, it's definitely not hair goals, but let me tell you. I started with my hair up to here. That's where it was up to. That's where it was up to. So if you're looking back at where we started, this is in fact hair goals. It's not perfect, but it swishes in the wind. It never used to swish in the wind. I used to just be so irked. I'd go outside, nothing's moving. I'm just like, why isn't it swishing? I don't know, is it windy out? I can't tell because my hair is not moving. Like, what is going on? So that's no longer the case. My hair now swishes in the wind. It does this, it sways. It just like, I have that feeling that I love so much back. I'm going to be sharing everything from what I've been doing at the salon, the best shampoo for hair growth, the best hair growth treatments that I've done, supplements, fabrics, so many things, brushes, oh my goodness, everything. I'm literally covering everything. No stone will be left unturned. So if you are interested in seeing how I got my hair from to this, then just keep on watching. Just a little note, everything that I mentioned will be linked in the description box down below. So if you want links or names of anything, everything will be down below. Throughout the video, you're going to notice a pattern, or you may not, but I'm gonna bring attention to it. There is a pattern throughout the video of me talking about not breaking your hair. And that's because the most important part of growing your hair is not having it breaking in the process. No matter what advice you get here on the internet or from people that you know, if your hair is breaking, you're not going to see any results because as it's growing, it's breaking. As it's growing, it's breaking. It's never going to feel like it's growing because hair generally breaks at a faster pace than hair grows, right? So I want to make sure that you leave this video knowing everything that you need to do so that you can prevent your hair from breaking while you're in the process of growing it so that you can actually start to see the growth. So with that being said, let's talk about your haircut because the wrong haircut can actually cause more hair breakage. You need to stay away from blunt haircuts. Blunt haircuts are so trendy. They look really good. They're just so sleek, but blunt haircuts are more prone to breakage and are way more likely to have split ends than tapered haircuts. So as you can see, I have transitioned to a tapered haircut. You know, my ends are not all one length. It's tapered. They take the scissor and they go into the hair like this instead of like that. Also, if your hair is broken, a blunt haircut is not your friend. Blunt haircuts make it look so obvious. Like, blunt haircuts are very clean, they're very sleek, they show every little imperfection. If your hair is broken and you put the ends really bluntly, but then you have broken pieces, it's gonna be so obvious that those pieces are not supposed to be that short because your hair is a blunt haircut that's all one length, meaning that this piece was supposed to be here, but somehow, some way, it's not. So it looks so obvious that your hair is broken. So if you haven't already, get a tapered haircut. A, it makes the hair look a lot healthier, a lot better. It's a little bit more of a messy haircut. So if you have a little bit of damage or a little bit of breakage, it's less obvious. And B, which is the most important part, is that tapered hair is less prone to breakage. Of course, no matter what haircut you get, look at your ends every few months and see if you need to get a little trim. Nothing crazy. After I broke my hair off, I cut all of my hair to my jaw. It was so short. Even though I've cut my hair that short, it has still grown out. I do think that it's super important to watch your trims and really make sure that your ends are healthy because if not, you may be just wasting your time trying to grow your hair out. I wouldn't say like set a schedule or anything like that, but just you'll notice when your hair needs a trim. I've always just noticed, and when I just feel like, oh, like it doesn't look good, like I need a trim, I go get one. On to hair growth treatments. So, Grow It Girl. This is a leave-in hair treatment and I have been loving this because it's super practical to use. Anytime your hair is wet, you're good to put this in because it's gonna wet your hair, but it leaves no residue behind. What I do is after I wash my hair, I will just spray it in my hair. I love that it comes already in a spray bottle. So you just spray it on your scalp, massage, and then you can go on with styling your hair as usual. This is a lot more convenient and practical and I feel like you can squeeze it in more often than like another hair growth treatment that requires you to go to sleep with it or something like that where you have to make a whole concoction. I just feel like those take up a lot more time and they're not as practical. It's practical, it's a good lazy girl method. It's super easy to do. You can keep it at your vanity. Like it's so easy. What gets easier than that? You're about to do your hair, spray, 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 massage, move on. And it helps you grow your hair out a little bit quicker. It's great. Next is my holy grail hair growth treatment. It's not a treatment, it's a product. It's a gel. It's a plant. I feel like everybody knows about aloe vera gel for hair growth. My first video ever on this channel, if you'd like to know, was how I grew my hair out. It was I think 5 years ago and I used aloe vera. So Here it is. I still use it years and years later. I used to use the plant, but just from working full time, I'm no longer able to keep up with the plant. It goes bad before I can get to it. So I ended up switching to an aloe vera gel that I found on Amazon. It's 99.75% organic aloe vera. It's clean. This is what I use. I just keep it in my fridge and it lasts for months, so it's a lot more practical for me. And what I love about aloe vera gel, instead of like other things that you can do for your hair, is it's not messy. So you put the gel in your hair and all of a sudden it disappears. Your hair just like slurps it up and you're able to go to sleep without having to put anything on your pillowcase. You're able to move around. It's just a lot nicer because it's not as messy. So get you some aloe vera gel if you haven't already. That's the only thing I'll tell you to get that's like a kitchen product, like a plant, a food. It's the only thing I'll tell you to get. So what I do, aloe vera gel before I wash my hair overnight, Grow It Girl after. The best hair growth shampoos. Are you ready? Do you know this? Do you recognize this? This is the WEEEKS Hydrating Tea Tree Mint Shampoo. WEEEKS has two shampoos like this that are tea tree shampoos. They have this one in the green bottle and then they have another one in a clear bottle where you can see the shampoo inside. That's the one that I'm actually recommending to you. I usually buy whichever tea tree shampoo I can find from them, whichever one's there. So this is the one I currently have, but I don't want to recommend this one to you. I want to recommend the other one. I'm recommending it for two reasons. With hair growth, you don't want hair breakage. What can cause hair breakage from shampoo is a high pH. High pH levels in shampoo actually make the hair more prone to breakage because they dry the hair out and make it frizzy and just a lot more fragile, so it can be more easily broken. Lower pH shampoos actually retain the hair's natural oils, so your hair is not as parched and is less likely to break. The best pH level for shampoo is 3.5 to 4.5, and this one here has a pH of 5.0. So we are pushing it, so that's why I don't want to recommend this one. I want to recommend the clear one because that one has a pH of 4.2 to 4.8. It's going to retain the hair's natural oils, and it has tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is great for stimulating hair growth. So you're doing two things with that shampoo. You have a low pH, so you're preventing hair breakage, and you have tea tree oil, so you're promoting hair growth. It's just lovely, and it's from the drugstore. Lovely. Let's talk about hair brushes and hair combs because most people are actually breaking their own hair while they're brushing it. I use a wet brush. If you already know about it but you have not bought it, please purchase it. Please purchase it because it does not break the hair. There's no way that it's going to pull and tug at your hair. So if you're ever going to brush your hair while it's damp, not wet, I highly recommend using a wet brush. And then for when your hair is dry, I use wooden brushes. I mainly use this, which is a wooden comb, but I do have like a paddle brush situation. Wooden combs and paddle brushes like this also do not break and tug at your hair, so I love them for when my hair is dry. And I want to read you something too, because both hair and wood have a negative electrical charge. A wooden comb defrizzes while giving your hair a smooth and shiny look. It has a negative electrical charge, and it's just what I need apparently. You also just want to make sure that when you are brushing with whatever brush that you're using, that you're starting from the bottom and going up. You're not starting up and doing one long sweep, right? So you want to start like on the bottom. Once this is combed out and good and there's no tangles, then you go up, and then you go up again, and then you go up again. So that's how I brush. I start from the bottom and I work my way up. That's how you want to brush your hair so that you're not breaking it. If I'm gonna tell you to pick one, I would just say pick the wet brush because you can use it when your hair is damp and when your hair is dry. But if you want like extra shine, let's talk about the fabric. Obviously, you've heard of silk hair ties and silk pillowcases, but they're extremely important for the main reason of not breaking your hair. Silk is a fabric that does not absorb any moisture. So when you're laying your hair on a silk pillowcase, the silk pillowcase is not absorbing all the moisture in your hair. Like you've noticed that I'm trying to make sure the shampoo doesn't absorb all the moisture in your hair. Now I'm trying to make sure your pillowcase doesn't absorb all the moisture in your hair. You really want to make sure your hair is not parched and dry, because when it is, that's when it's going to break, right? So your pillowcase also has to not be absorbing your moisture. What's the point of your shampoo? I feel like everything kind of goes together. That's why I'm sharing everything. So switch to a silk pillowcase because silk does not absorb the moisture in your hair, so the moisture will stay where it belongs. And also silk hair ties. I think this is like a 50-pack from Amazon for like $8. They're not the cutest of colors. Let's look at the navy one. They're not the cutest of colors, but I didn't really care. I just wanted silk hair ties. What's nice about them is they don't pull and tug at your hair. They're very gentle, so you're avoiding hair breakage, which is what you want. So definitely recommend some silk hair ties in a silk pillowcase. The next thing, scalp massage. scalp massagers like this stimulate the scalp and the hair follicles and promote hair growth. I just keep it in my nightstand. I'll just be watching a show, laying down, and I'm just like this. Now I want to talk about the best heat style that I think is the best for hair growth, and that for me is waves. For you, if your hair's naturally straight and you put your hair in waves and then you wake up and your waves dropped and you have to recurl your hair, then for you it's straight hair. If you're somebody like me and when your hair is straight, you wake up and there's like a little piece sticking out and you have to touch it up, then I'm gonna tell you to stay away from straight hairstyles. Says the girl wearing her hair straight, because you want a heat style that doesn't require as much maintenance, upkeep, touching up, you know? Let's say I'm styling my hair Sunday, I'll put it in waves. When I wake up Monday and it's a little bit messy, it looks like it's on purpose. I have a tousled, wavy, messy look, so it just looks like it's meant to look like that, and I don't have to touch it up. So I don't apply heat to my hair Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know? I'm applying heat to my hair once a week, twice a week, maybe 3 times a week instead of 7 times a week. So figure out what hairstyle it is for you, depending on your hair texture, that doesn't require constant touching up. Something that is just closer to your natural hair, so that when your hair does act a little bit more natural and get back to whatever it does, that you don't feel like you have to redo a curl or re-straighten your piece, because that's how you're causing more heat damage than you necessarily need to. So I don't think you need to stop heat styling altogether. I think you just need to heat style less, and that's what I would recommend for that. But if you can completely stop heat styling, by all means, of course, that's going to speed up your hair growth. So of course, go right ahead. Let's talk about hair supplements. So I have used hair supplements in the past, and I've never used up like a full 30. They usually come with 30 pills in them. I've never used up the full 30 because they always break me out and I always stop using them. I have not used any hair supplements because I just feel like my stuff work. Like I don't really need a hair supplement, but of course I would love one, but I'm good, like I'm content. However, last month I was searching the web and I came across Hairtimans. Now here's the thing, we've seen a lot of hair supplements. I usually don't get sold now, like I'm so over it, but these sold me. You wanna know why? Like, don't even read the supplement facts, right? Ignore all of that. Let's just read the ingredients on the bottom together, okay? Aloe vera leaf powder, rosemary leaf powder, stinging nettle root powder, horsetail extract, turmeric root extract, cayenne fruit, black pepper, rice flour. Let's just talk about it for a second. Have you heard of any of these ingredients before? Like, are you as excited as I was when I read this? Because when I read this, I freaked out. I was like, this is everything that I've ever read about for hair growth. Like, it's just missing castor oil, but it's everything that I've ever read about for hair growth. If you've never heard of nettle leaf, allow me to explain. When I first started growing my hair out, I was looking up teas because I drink a lot of tea, and nettle leaf came up as like one of the best teas for hair growth. So of course I bought it. Don't buy it. It tastes so bad. I drink black coffee, no sugar. I drink matcha. I drink green tea. I drink a lot of things that are an acquired taste, I'm gonna call it. Like, not everybody likes them. So I don't think I'm the problem. I think the tea is the problem. I don't know, do you drink that? I wouldn't know if anybody drinks that. Like, if you're watching this, if you drink that, please tell me. What do you do to it? Do you do something? Because I still have it here. So if there's a trick, I'd love to drink it, but not anymore actually, because it's in here. It's just like everything is in here. I like the ingredients. Just me with my brain by myself. I was like, I'm trying that. And I can't tell you if it makes your hair grow faster, but here's what I can tell you. Because I noticed this yesterday and I was like, usually when I shower, I lose hair. Like when I'm washing my hair, hair is coming off. Like I could see hair, but it's normal. We all lose hair when we wash our hair, right? Yesterday, I'm washing my hair and I literally think I lost like 5 hairs. I was shocked. I'm like checking myself. I'm like, is it any more on me? Like, where's the hair? Is that not wild? Like, come on, who loses 5 strands of hair when they wash their hair? Unless you wash your hair every single day, of course. If I wash my hair every single day, I don't lose a lot of hair. But if you skip washes, you technically have more hair fall when you wash your hair. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited because first of all, it has all the ingredients that I want. Second of all, I saw with my own eyes like 5 pieces of hair, so I just can't. I'm like super excited about the supplement, but I haven't really used it yet, so I can't be like, it grows your hair out, but I can be like, this is worth trying. Just to make sure I take them every single day, it's easy for me to track it by putting them in like one of these. I just keep all the vitamins that I take in it. So that was it. Not a lot, right? I don't think it's a lot. Is it a lot? So not a lot. It's just the perfect recipe for hair growth. Everything works together to make sure your hair is growing and not breaking so that you can actually start to see the growth. So that's why I wanted to share it with you today. As I mentioned before, everything that I mentioned in this video will be linked down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and I will see you in my next one.